Let's get this thing going.
Hello, America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust.
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight.
Hang on.
And Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
the more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Good morning. It's 8:01. You have come to the edge. Happy Tuesday. The heat is on. The heat is back on. Well, it's not going to be as bad as it was at the beginning of last week, but it's going to be close, especially today. And then we're going to stay in the 90s. But this is exactly what our fearless leader likes and wanted, right, Chris?
Right. Summertime.
It's summertime. I love the summertime stuff. Besides, the nights are better, right?
Yeah.
Once the sun goes down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, serious question. Would you rather have 93 or 33?
93.
93 or 43?
93.
93. You could go all
day.
the way to 63, and I'd still say 93.
Okay, what about 98 or 38?
Oh, no, I'd still do 98.
98 or 48?
Yeah, still 98.
98 or 58?
98.
Damn, there you go. I found with my light company. 98 or, okay, you'd probably take 68, right? Over 98?
No, I don't think so. I get cold at like 70.
Okay.
98 or 0?
100 or 40?
100.
100.
Oh, my God. 100 or 50?
Still 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it when it's so hot I get the chills.
Right.
I mean, I had a
Heat
son.
indices. One more question.
Okay.
A heat index, which we've had last week, of 110 or 60.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one because I could put a hoodie on for 60.
Right.
I had to get to something. I kept striking out with you two.
Well, because, okay, so my son was born in July, late July, and he was a huge baby and 15 days early. And it was like a week before I had him, and we got in the car, and I just sat there for a second until my husband finally was like, all right, turn it on. I just love that heat. I don't know. There's something about it. I would prefer
Chris,
that over shaking.
A heat index of 110 or 60.
60.
We finally went the other way. We finally had some.
I mean, there's something nice about like a good hoodie, a nice blanket, but even at that, like I would want a fire. You know what I mean? 60 with like a campfire. Yeah.
60 and sun would be.
60 and sun would be preferred. 60 and raining.
Yeah.
Pushes it.
Luke, you bring up a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from people, maybe he meant to say a-holes that don't work outside. You're right. I worked in roofing in high school and I worked in insulation, and it was the nastiest jobs you could ever imagine. Yes, I get it.
I have worked many jobs outside though, and I still would pick that. Still would. I worked 9-hour jobs 6 days a week outside on the concrete, washing cars. Still do it.
Roz says, thanks again to my Edger friends who made my 76th birthday very special yesterday. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Kevin, Vic, your suit, tie, and shirt looked good yesterday. I need to copy that look. Cool tie. Kevin, thanks. You got it. I appreciate it. I don't even know what kind of tie it was. It's interesting because not many people wear ties anymore, not even in the workforce. And COVID kind of changed it. And besides, things were changing. Guys were a little bit more casual, which is cool. You'd see more of the casual suits with tennis shoes, things like that. But if you go to look for new ties, like 10 years ago, you could find ties everywhere. Now you really don't find that much of a selection. You'd have to order online from somewhere.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. Because I tried to order you a tie.
And you couldn't find, there's not a selection.
There was no tie to be found in this area.
Yeah, there's no more ties. And that's fine. It's just how things change sometimes. Suits, definitely.
Now
Suits
you have to wear a full suit though when you do.
Yeah, because you do
they
full
come
shots.
behind you too, right?
Yeah, you do full shots, but why not? Why can't you have a news anchor go with the Glenn Zimmerman look? I mean, seriously, do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Well, the tennis shoes.
No.
That was on purpose for Chris.
Glenn's good. Glenn's good, but Glenn is doing the weather, but somebody's sitting behind the desk that's anchoring the newscast. Because if, like, it's bar none. If you look at Fox 2's cast and you look at another TV station's cast in St. Louis, somebody that has a sports jacket on with no suit, and then they turn to Fox 2 and you're fully decked out in a suit, there's no comparison.
Okay. I gotcha.
No comparison. None. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Bring back the dapper look. I like that.
One more question. A heat indice of 110, Crystal, or 50 degrees?
That's tough.
You got to go with one.
Am I working outside? Is that what the crux
your
is?
Your current life.
110.
And you live a good life, right?
I think so.
Poolside, cookies, lemonade, poolside.
That's a perfect answer. I think so.
I think so.
You're blessed. Count your blessings. It's all good.
Yes, I am very blessed. But on the flip side, I do run a household a lot by myself because my husband is gone all
with
the time.
2 younger kids, which makes it difficult.
So there are those times where
That's
I
what I
am
always say. Do you work in the house
Dad,
or out
everything.
of the house or both? That's what I always ask women if we're in that.
Yeah, both. Depends. Especially like my kids are super active. So it doesn't matter how hot or how cold it is. They want to be outside doing things. So you got to be in there for it.
Lance says he went to high school prom in a tuxedo with Converse tennis shoes. I'd seen that look before. Joe says tennis shoes and suits, worst fashion ensemble ever. Joe, you know what? At first I thought the same thing, but they've made dress tennis shoes that I think are pretty damn cool that work with suits.
Yeah, but you got to wear a tie. You have to wear a tie. If you're going to wear a suit and you're going to be on the desk, you have to wear
The Fox NFL gang started it. Really, they brought it kind of fashion. Howie.
The no tie or?
The no tie, the JB.
Yeah, but that's sports, Vic.
Yeah, that's true.
That's sports.
No, I get it. It's just but they're the first time.
Fox and Friends. You see any of them guys not wearing ties?
No.
Not usually.
Not
no.
usually.
No, if you're the main guy, you have to wear a tie. I'm sorry.
Well, and like sometimes these players show up so nice too. I mean, as the anchor, even if it is sports, you'd still want to look a little bit better than some of the way these players show up.
Yeah, I get it. Hey guys, you jumped into the Edge. You can jump on Facebook. You know where to find us, 100.7 The Viper. Please share the show. As always, let people know what we're doing. If you have ideas for guests, as always, let us know. I've reached out to that David Lester Strait in regards to being the citizen for as soon as we left the show yesterday, national, being a state nationalist. As soon as we hear back from him, we'll go ahead and try to get that in and learn. Yeah. Robert Peterbaugh sent me so much stuff yesterday. He's like, I know I blow so much stuff down your Facebook Messenger, you can't get to it, but it's some damn good stuff. It really is. When you start to, I know a lot more. It blew my mind. And I'm like, and when I say a lot, there's probably thousands and thousands of people trying to do this right now.
Yeah.
Detach from being, quote, an American citizen. So we try to learn.
Super interested.
But it is the Edge. Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper, Eric Johnson on his way. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Coming up on the show, and Drew brings it up. Right on cue, Drew. Right on cue, Drew.
Who won that hockey game last night?
Yeah.
Drew?
Oh.
Tell you what.
I almost texted you guys, but then I looked at the time and I was like, eh.
Well, I've called the Cardinals, the Jack Flaherty curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Jack Flaherty pitches tonight for the Cardinals. Hopefully he can break it. But you've also got the Pat Maroon golden touch.
It's dangerous.
Because in the series with Boston, it became very famous. They were down. They came back. They scored a goal to take a lead. They ended up winning a game. And when they scored what appeared to be one of the winning goals, Maroon skated by the Boston Bruin bench and said, "You're effed."
Right.
And he looked them all in their face, and it's like, uh-oh. After they lost the second game and got blown out, he's like, "We're not panicking. Just wait till we get back to Tampa."
Yep.
He's like, "We're going to play our game. We don't even care if they score first." And they didn't. Colorado jumped out to the lead. He's like, "What? I've never seen a Stanley Cup final where it went from 7-0 to 6-2 in one game. I don't think it's ever happened." But apparently Pat Maroon called a shot, had a goal, had an assist. And I'm like, my God, the guy can barely skate, but he just gets things done. And he was also the guy, the one thing the Blues did not have against Colorado to take care of Nassam, the dirty man skater, was an enforcer, because Chris and I had complained about that watching hockey.
Yeah.
Well, last night, Colorado tried to goon it up, and who was there? It was a maroon.
Nice.
He's right there. And so, yeah, I wouldn't want to goon it up with maroon. If
No.
you ever seen him, he's a
No.
big. They call him the big rig for a reason.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I remember
yeah.
hearing about him in high school.
Oh, really?
He went to Oakville.
Yeah.
And my friends played hockey. I remember hearing about him back then. He was not easy back then either.
So, what guy's living a charmed life right now? That's for sure. He's in his third
That's
string.
exciting. So
Yeah.
now you really want to go to Tampa, right, Chris? You're like, oh.
Just think about it. I would have been at yesterday's
Yeah,
game.
you should
That's
have.
the game I was trying to go to.
You might be able to get to a game anyway. Maybe next week.
Maybe. We'll see.
As we talk about, we're going to take next week off for our listeners, and we'll continue to remind people. It's kind of our little summer break. We'll take next week off around the 4th, come back after the 4th, enjoy, catch up on things, and maybe you can get to a hockey game. That would be-
Everybody needs a vacation.
I'm looking
Don't you
forward.
need one?
Hell yeah. When's the last time
Right, exactly.
I told Chris, yeah, I'm in. I'm
Everybody
in.
needs a vacation.
I'm in. I'm tired. I've got a ton of stuff. This is the craziest summer I've ever had.
It was
So-
funny. I did have a friend text me yesterday, and she had some things fall through the week before, and that's her birthday, the week before the 4th.
Oh, no.
And she's in Chicago, so she's like, hey, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I could maybe get away to the lake, but it'd have to be on the weekend. And 20 minutes later, I get that text from Chris, and I screenshot it. I sent it to her, and she goes, is this a sign?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it is.
Well, I'm also going now, after talking to Chris, I'm going to move my move up.
Oh, yeah, that'll be
Are you?
easier.
Yeah, I'm going to move it up instead of the end of the month. I'm going to move it
Yeah.
up to, or in July, I'm going to move it up to next week. And the guy said, sure.
Oh,
Sweet.
great.
People are out. So, yeah. one
Look
of
at
those
how that
things
worked out.
Absolutely. Worked itself out. Okay. I want Eric to get here because Eric waxes poetically on things. Maybe we'll just have to bring it back up again. But
Those
it's
pronouns yesterday, I told like 5 people.
which pronouns? There
No,
were so
when
many
he
stories.
had the Mickey Mouse shirt on and he came off with the
Oh,
pronouns
my God.
yesterday.
That was
Eric.
funny.
I was so genius. I told like 5 people yesterday.
Well, I didn't know which thing you were talking about because I was
right.
laughing because yesterday a video was released. You can find it one of the Navy recruiting video. They have 2 people. This is a Navy video teaching those in the Navy how to deal with pronouns. There was a major class. Like they're spending time with a guy in a rainbow sweater and another woman, and they're teaching them how they should talk to people in the Navy. And
I just thought it was sir, ma'am,
No,
and your
no.
your ranks.
No. And then Jennifer Lopez, 14-year-old daughter, is now out trying to teach people about pronouns. That came out yesterday. So I thought that's what you were talking about,
Oh no!
but that goes in addition to it. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll get back when Eric gets in. But here's the thing. Major story yesterday, but no local news networks carried it. And probably, I don't know. Do we even have it up, Chris?
Can you?
If we can start to get it, I'll set it up. Eric Greitens leading by all accounts, even his own competitors admitting he's leading the U.S. Senate race for the seat for Missouri.
Not no more.
Well, and he releases it. We're going to find out a lot about Missouri. Eric Greitens releases an ad. We're going to play it for you in a second. And I don't know if we'll play it for you. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
So it's out there. I mean, people out there has an ad, which basically is saying hunt down rhinos, and he's busting through a door with a gun with like an ATF tactical team looking to shoot and kill rhinos.
Oh no!
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm not on his campaign team. We'll play it for you right now. You guys make the choice. This is Eric, who was leading. He was on our show just a couple weeks ago. Here's the ad that he released. Whether it stays in circulation or not, I don't know. Here we go.
I'm Eric Greitens, Navy SEAL, and today we're going rhino hunting. The rhino feeds on corruption and is marked by the stripes of cowardice. Join the MAGA crew, get a rhino hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
there you have it. A lot of questions. Well, you know what? I was talking, Crystal, you see it. You hadn't heard about it until I told you this morning. Your initial impressions. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just your initial feeling.
It's not an average ad at all. Like, that was a little dark for me, just in general. But
you're a mom. You're a Chesterfield mom of young kids.
I know. I don't think that looks very good.
And you're not some hardcore conservative.
No. And I do try to not pay attention to a bunch of that noise and stuff and look at the platforms. But sometimes they put things out like that, or they make comments that you can't ignore. And I don't think that's going to bode well for him.
Drew says that's his Todd Aiken moment. It may be. Robert brings up a great point. I get that it was parody. I do. I get that it was parody. I know Eric. But I think most people, as Robert says, will lose their minds, as they were yesterday. There's something called timing. There's something called not acting desperate. That, to me, almost came across as a desperate ad. You know, I know Eric personally, but I don't understand it considering the timing of shooting.
Right.
Whether you like guns or I love guns. I do. I like shooting them with my kids out in the country. I love it. But when you see your candidate there with him, it looked like it almost, when we play it again, I'll have to look, it almost looks like he's holding an AF-15.
Yeah.
It did not go across well yesterday. I know local news networks didn't run it. The Schmidt camp responded and said they really don't even need to respond. They're using it. The other campaigns are using it, saying that it's not a good thing. Even St. Louis's own St. Louis native Dana Losh, who has a huge following, massive following on her podcast and shows, publicly endorsed Eric Schmidt yesterday after that, saying we can't have this. It is crazy. I was just curious what people thought about it because I didn't understand the timing of it. I understand it was parody, but my Lord, not sure that was the smartest thing to do. Chris, you watched it.
Yeah, I did watch it.
Your impressions. My impression, I didn't understand it.
I think it's just bad timing. I think it's bad timing. I don't know that if I was a campaign manager, I certainly wouldn't be releasing a video basically putting a hit on somebody.
Yeah.
Even though it's parody,
I get it's parody,
because most people are not going to take it that way. And especially if you're already a lightning rod. But maybe,
right, exactly.
I had to wonder, are they getting his campaign, are they getting some sort of feedback that says, hey, we want a guy that's going to stand up for our guns. We want to go after rhinos. Because he defied the odds. Think about this. He defied the odds in the polling where you would think the last group of people that would be supporting him or pushing him over the top would be women. But then when the polling has come back and it's women who are pushing him over the top, and then you release an ad like that, I'm like, certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. They got some sort of information to run that, right?
Yeah, I think even with a parody, you can sometimes stretch it too far. So
right. AR-15, right. Sorry, guys.
So if he was like, oh, it's rhino hunting season, and then he went into certain other facts, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad, but the bag 'em, tag 'em part, I think is...
Exactly.
That one line.
That's
right.
what did it for me. Is like, that puts an image in your head that you're not just, getting rid of people out of positions. That's a dark image.
Joe Patterson says the fact that he refers to himself as a Navy SEAL is nauseating to me. Most Navy SEALs don't do that.
Yeah, why isn't he saying, and
know.
I'm running for? That's what you should say in that spot, right? I mean.
Paul says, who is he appealing to? People from The Purge. I mean, and those movies are very dark. But as Lance says, bad publicity is still publicity. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Will it change polling when things come down the line? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But one thing's sure, I didn't see anybody say it was a good ad.
Yeah.
And I was looking all over Twitter. I was typing it in and seeing if I could get any positive response. But everything was negative. But once again, nobody expected Eric Greitens to be leading the polls at this point either.
True. Yeah.
Nobody expected him to be appealing to the masses of Missouri. But is this what Missouri wants? I don't know. We'll go and see. But The Schmidt campaign seemed happy that he ran it.
Wouldn't you be?
Probably because
Yeah.
personally, without knowing all of the backstory, the backdrop on it, I didn't agree with it. Even though I understand, and he's living something that none of us have when it comes to, as he said from the get-go, quote, fighting, quote, rhinos in D.C.
Right.
From the get-go, he was the first person to call out Mitch McConnell and Karl Rove. And then he's been in that battle ever since. So sometimes when you get into battles, you don't even see what's happening.
Right.
And you're like, this is normal. These
Or you
people
think
are-
you're making the other guy look bad, but in turn, you're actually the one that's looking bad. Right? Sometimes that happens.
He has too much experience as governor. He has too much money. And he has too many good people around him as campaign managers. He has to
Yeah.
have known. I think they knew this. I don't think that they tested it anywhere unless they just tested it.
Maybe this is just what he wants. He wants to be this, and if they want it, then they want it. And he's not so worried about all the sneaking around and trying to. He's just going to be who he is. I saw someone on the Facebook line say that's who he is.
Jeff says, I love the idea of getting rid of rhinos, but an ad with a gun on TV, not the way about it.
No.
And
it's
the timing, as we have talked about.
It's tacky.
Yes, that's a
You know?
great word. That is a great word. Dark and tacky.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out to him, see if he would want to talk about it or why. I don't know if he will, but I could always try.
Like, you can't make things disappear, though, nowadays. So,
I mean, I'd be curious. We've got plenty of Eric Greitens supporters on this show, on this Facebook. We've seen them come in. I've debated with some of them.
well, does that change any of your minds then? I'm interested in knowing. Please tell us.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you, Crystal. That's exactly where I was going with that. Kevin says it definitely gets you talking, but does this change? If you were planning on voting for Greitens, does that change your mind?
I think it's too early to tell. Because we still have a couple months.
August is the primary.
Yeah.
He's not an unintelligent man. He's not. He has been through way too much. Way too much. That's what I'm like. Did somebody tell him? Somebody say something that this is exactly what Missourians who may be on the fence need.
Yeah, maybe the thought process of we need to get rid of crooked people that are working there is where he was going, but I don't think he approached it in the correct way.
Because we also learned from the polling that the people who support Greitens are the strongest of anybody who is supporting candidates, those who support him, meaning they're unwavering. And then those who are against him, there's not a chance in hell they would ever consider.
Right.
So with that being said, you're fighting for the remaining 20 to 25% that's undecided. Has he gotten some sort of polling somewhere that he needed to show that he's against rhinos to put an ad like that out there?
He must have.
Because he feels comfortable enough. I always like to try to break the things down. He knows he's not losing what he has.
Yeah.
So is that the ad that's going to win over some people that may be on the fence deciding between he and Schmidt? I don't know. It's funny. Michelle joins the show. What the hell did Greitens do? For those who are just joining the show, we'll play it a little later. The ad, you can also find it on YouTube. It's still up on YouTube. A political ad where bagging and tagging rhinos with a tactical team busted in a door and going out. What is it? We are definitely tired of the Crook's Crystal.
Yeah, because I made the comment that if the thought process behind it was that they have gotten polling that showed people are tired of the crooks that are in Washington, then maybe that's why he chose to do that. So he's saying, yep, we are tired.
Well, speaking of some of the gun situations, we got information that came out about the Uvalde police situation.
It made me sick to my stomach.
It gets worse. Worse. We'll get into that after the break. Gutfield. Eric's favorite host, Gutfeld. I always say Gutfield.
Gutfeld. I think he's hilarious.
I know. I still want to slap him.
I
want to slap.
No, he had a great line last night. He said something about.
You find him funny, or was it just the line?
No, he goes. I think he's funny. He goes. It's kind of upside down, like a Biden bike ride.
That's funny.
And he goes, I'm sorry. That was.
Maybe it's because you're the one delivering that.
Yeah. But he had Caitlyn Jenner on last night, which actually was great timing because of the transgender
situation
that came down yesterday. So
with swimmers. shocking the International Olympic Committee jumped into that.
Right.
Yeah, they literally, no pun intended, jumped into the water.
Well, but Caitlin's right. If you go through male puberty, you shouldn't be able to take medals away from females. Period. That's basically what he tweeted or she tweeted, and I completely agree with her.
Yeah, so we'll get into that situation. But he's come out and said that he did yesterday. Media is going away from Biden. He's like, I see the media. Everybody's going away from it because they know now, and the word's out that it will not be Biden running for president again.
Yeah, it's over.
There's so many things. We'll get into it all when we come back. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. You can catch us on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. You can also listen to us on the web at viperrocks.com. We're on YouTube, The Morning Edge. You can also give us a call. The phone number there is 636-695-2915. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Eric Johnson on the way. Back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show.
If you are having a bad day at work, I can help. Hi, this is Curtis Barks with Complete Auto Body and Repair. We just expanded to Cottleville and St. Peters and are looking for qualified automotive and auto body technicians that would want to work in a climate-controlled environment. That's right, we offer a fully climate-controlled, air-conditioned and heated facility in both Cottleville and St. Peters. Visit us at CompleteAB.com. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixes cars.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Kelly Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Oh, that new doctor is drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, please, he's just another RV League educated surgeon with good hair.
No, he's different.
Nurses, we got a Class C motorhome with a detached driver's side mirror. Meet me in the OR. Stat.
Right away, doctor.
No, she's on break. I'll handle this one.
Oh, you conniving little...
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms. Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's The Edge. Happy Tuesday, June 21st. The high today is going to be about 99 throughout the St. Louis area. Not sure where everybody's listening, but that's how it is here in the Show Me State. Chris Knight's here. Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust from Fox 2. I've been meaning to ask you this, Crystal. You have a pool.
Yes.
Have you noticed prices go up with chlorine?
Yes.
Like astronomically or just a little bit?
Because I have a service do it. I don't purchase it myself, but I have seen the prices go up in like the service that they come to do.
Because I know the prices have gone up with inflation on a lot of different things. I was just curious because I know you sent us a picture the other day of.
But it is a saltwater pool, so it doesn't need as much chlorine. So
It's a beautiful pool.
thank you.
The service has gone up on other things?
Oh yeah, the service to actually clean the pool has gone up. So, but I mean that makes sense because these guys are driving around a huge van. And, you know, it takes time and everything's gone up. So
I just wouldn't send that picture to anybody besides Eric, Chris, and myself because I thought it was cute that the kids were drinking Trulies, but you don't want to get that out to anywhere else. Those were cans. They look like cans of Truly.
You go.
That's seltzer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Truly? You
Yes.
probably haven't.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
You did. You're like, what were they drinking? Was that some kind of craft
That
beer?
was
I'm
funny.
like, it was Squirt. And they never get soda, so they were so happy. It was so cute.
Well, yeah,
and then you're
that's
like,
the-
they're drinking?
That's the kids' crack.
That's right.
They look like Trulies. I'm not kidding you. They look.
Yeah. It's a bright, like, yellow can.
You'll have CPS at your front door if you send that out. Somebody, Child Protective Services, for anybody that doesn't know. Anyway, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio. Trying to have a little bit of fun there because, unfortunately, yesterday we found out that the Uvalde police were actually inside for 58 minutes. I don't know which is worse, that we thought they were standing outside or that they were actually sitting inside the school behind one ballistic shield and didn't do anything to penetrate the door.
Yeah.
I don't know unless you're in that situation. I told you I did the St. Peter's. You may not have been on the show when I brought this up. I did the St. Peter's training. It is amazing what St. Peter's has, where you go through lifelike situations of school shootings. You're all walking in what you're going to face.
Wow.
And so I'm trying to give these guys a benefit of the doubt, but my God, when we start to hear that for 58 minutes they didn't do anything and they were sitting in there. And this is after it took 12 minutes to respond when the guy should have never been able to get into the school. But when I was doing it, I think like 4 or 5 kids died on my watch as a cop running. Now, I had never had any training.
Right.
But I'm walking in as if it was me, trying to take, who would you do? They got holding kids. Are you shooting? Are you not shooting?
Right.
And I was sweating when I got done doing that simulation.
I bet.
I almost felt like it was a real life situation going, oh my word, nobody has any idea.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think what we saw in Uvalde was something that was not good. The planning from the get-go. And also there's speculation. And I don't know if they're looking for things at this point in time to avoid lawsuits, but they said defunding the police policies that were put in place hurt them in a lack of resources to respond correctly to the situation that day.
How would they not? I thought they did have enough resources.
I don't know. That's just what started to come out yesterday.
I mean, if they were all there, but they were just standing there, I don't think that's a resource problem. It doesn't sound like that to me.
How many resources do you need?
Yeah, I don't know. I know exactly. Yeah.
Right?
You got a kid inside of a school
You got
with
a
a
cop
gun.
with a gun. As we know, it took one guy.
Right.
One guy with a gun.
Right. I mean,
it is one thing to say you want to be prepared,
DFS, not CPS.
but yeah, no, just to then blame it on you didn't, like you said, Chris, what do you need?
right.
Had you-
That's the most interesting thing to me about the whole situation is why the cops didn't do anything. Why did a Homeland Security it was a Border Patrol agent, was off that day, heard about the incident, and came to the school, went inside, and shot this clown.
Well, they had rifles. You're about multiple police officers inside the school with rifles and a shield.
Yeah, so how is that not enough resources? I'm
With
confused.
a shield
Yeah.
before they went in.
You know, I know this is different than like your kid doing something wrong, but like if you're gonna try to tell me that what I see is different, and that oh well, it would have been different if I would have just that always drives me crazy, because we can always look back. Hindsight's 2020, right? So I want to know what we can do from here on out that to make sure that doesn't happen. And I don't think it's a resource problem.
Well, what they're saying now is that the shooter walked in at 11:33 a.m. and then they say he walked in at 11:33. But then they said 3 minutes later, 11 officers entered the school. Now, the first officer with a ballistic shield arrived at 11:52. So that would have been 18 minutes, or
that's fine.
19 minutes later. 2 other officers with ballistics shields arrived at 12:03.
Right.
Keep in mind, the shooter walked in at 11:33.
Right. It's 29 minutes.
At 12:03 and 12:05, those 2 officers. However, as the ballistic shields were there, additional firepower arrived at the scene. Some officers questioned the plan.
Oh, boy. Here's where it goes sideways.
Then the special agent that we were talking about, the patrol agent, arrived 20 minutes after that, ran in and started shooting and took care of the situation.
Because he didn't care about a plan, right?
Well, you have to have a plan sometime. I mean,
the plan,
it's all about, you don't know what kind of life is lost at that point, if any. And
yeah,
you
but
want
if
to
you
protect.
don't go in and act right now, you're going to have more, chances are you're going to have more life lost.
Right.
And that's exactly what is being assumed.
Yeah, there's video. Fox News has it. It came from the Texas Tribune. Video showing the officers inside the school with their shield and rifles. And that was at 12:04.
They just are
But
sitting
they
there arguing
didn't enter
over
the
it?
classroom where the shooter was for another 46 minutes at 12:50. He was in the school for well over an hour before.
Vic, I'm sorry. There's just no excuse for that.
No, those children
Not in the
were let
United
down.
States of America. Law enforcement should be at the top of their game more now than ever. And it takes you an hour to go into a school?
Joe says it's a BS excuse.
I agree.
Kevin, as I promised you, as a parent with a gun, I would have been in there in seconds. Lack of training, which comes with lack of funding, is what comes from our line two, which comes with the quote, defunding the police policies. The police would have to shoot me. I don't give a S hit what they say. Leave it to Robert. If you take the bad guy out, though, then the legal nightmares start on you. Information you didn't know at the time, so delays are expected.
That's your job.
But not liked. See, that's where I thought.
That's your job.
Yeah.
As a law enforcement officer, I've had law enforcement in my family. I'm not personally a law enforcement officer, but I know a lot of them, and they have to go to court a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vic, your dad was in law enforcement.
Yeah. When I purchased a gun, I was told everything. I went to a 3-day weekend carry and conceal class back in the day when you still had to do that. And they lay out a whole 4-hour class on exactly what will happen if you use it lawfully. Lawfully. So, I mean, you have to understand, yes, there's going to be questions, but you're going to save lives in the meantime. So I would rather spend more time in court and know that I made a difference and I saved some lives.
Sure.
Here's where it really gets horrible and gave me chills. Several 911 calls were being made from inside the classroom. Well, police were not going in, including one at 12:03, 12:10, 12:13, another one at 12:16, another one at 12:19, the last one at 12:36. Once they got into the room and tried to get a teacher, the teacher who was in the room, she had already been shot, but she was able to call her husband, who was a police officer, and said that she'd been shot. She later died at the hospital.
And then is he the one that later died as well? Well, there was one of the teachers.
No, her husband was an officer.
I know, but there was. I'll have to look it up.
No,
I'm
he
sorry
didn't
for
die.
just like throwing it out there, but there was a husband of a woman that died later, a couple days later, of a heart attack, literally a broken heart. I'll have to check.
That was the husband.
Was that the husband of the teacher?
The husband.
Well, here's
of
the
teacher
thing.
died.
Yeah, that's.
They said he died of a broken heart, but here's the other, and I'm not trying to be hardcore or cold or mean. They refused to say if he had any health issues,
Mhm.
if he had any heart issues, COVID issues, or was struggling with anything before that. Yes, this could have put him over the top, and I could not imagine going through this.
So is that the officer guy she called? Is that the same person?
No, the husband of the teacher. Maybe it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'll have to look it
Okay.
up. I don't know. I just know that we don't know because I tried to find out what his medical condition or medical state was because all they would say is, well, just say it was a broken heart. Just say he died of a broken heart. So that could mean a million things in news, as I've learned.
Okay.
You can't always just look at that. I don't know what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he did something to himself.
Yeah.
You don't know. So anyway, Todd says maybe vaccine issues. I don't know. This is the one thing, and we're not going to stay on the subject all day, but when a child is calling saying, please save me, that is unbelievable that the police may have not even known that. Andy says, just be real, Vic. I don't know what that means. If I need to be better at something, let me know what I'm not understanding. I don't know. Lance says 911 goes to dispatch. Responding officers do not hear the calls, only what they are told by dispatch. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the guest that we had on yesterday, Tony Malik, the law enforcement officer with his new app that I think he said they had 25,000 people already signed up, and the app's not even ready to go yet, regarding first responders and teachers being able to communicate directly. You still use 911, but this way it goes straight to police, anybody. You don't even have to use the dispatcher all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People can see what's going on, so they have immediate communication, as he said yesterday, to avoid a Uvalde situation.
Yeah. I think that app's going to be a pretty cool little
It is. I'm glad.
asset
Yeah.
for the schools,
I do too.
Very intelligent. And you would just hope that you would think that schools are going to sign up and use it. We couldn't think of anything else that would be bad about it, right? I mean, could you imagine if police were able to use that app in the Uvalde situation? What could have happened? Maybe.
As long as it doesn't detour people from calling 911
Correct.
first.
Yeah, we're not saying. He said
Eric
in
had
addition.
a great question yesterday when he asked that gentleman that, 911 has to be the very first thing you do. And he said that.
Yes.
Multiple
And he
times.
said
I
that.
was happy with that, yes.
So as long as 911 is called first and then the additional information comes in on that app, man, that's a fantastic tool, in my opinion.
So you just hope and pray that we don't have to deal with any more of these situations. My, oh my, dealing with it.
I have to be honest, this makes me start to wonder if at going into 5th grade, as much as I've pushed it off, do I get my son an Apple Watch? What
Sure.
I mean, what would you do?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure. How old is your son?
He'll be 10 next month.
Yeah. He's old enough for an Apple Watch.
But, because at first I thought,
Well, if
it'll distract him. I don't need him texting his friends during class. But a few of those hiccups would totally be worth him being able to get in touch with me in a scary situation. So I think you're getting an Apple Watch today, Liam.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's, there's people who can't afford them, but at the same point in time, it's like, hey, can you find a way
He does have a birthday coming
to
up,
make it
right?
happen if it helps saving lives? Because nobody wants to deal with that situation. Kevin says, do you know where we can donate to that app? I don't have it in front of me right now. I'm trying to remember. Responder check. That I'll let me see here if I can. I don't want it to be bad radio. I can look it up and tell you in a second.
I can't remember.
No, I've got it. It's
I
just.
thought I wrote it down.
I know. I thought you had it up when he was talking yesterday,
Yeah.
but I can't remember.
Well, first of all, you can follow him at The Badge Life on Twitter as well. It's called responderchat.org. Responderchat.org is where you can donate to that app or learn more about it from that standpoint. Eric Johnson in studio now. Yes, Eric has another job. as he gets said. Yes, don't we all? I was curious, Eric, you wanted to jump in. Did you see the Uvalde report about the officers in the 58 minutes?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you have
yesterday.
a take on that?
Yeah, I thought we had a take on it when we first came out. We were all disgusted that they're putting parents' hands behind their back and incarcerating them, but they're not going in there with their little shields and their big weapons and just taking the guy out.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's enough sharpshooters in that part of the country that it would have been 2 minutes and the thing would have been over.
I mean, seriously, it's a great point, Eric. We're talking about Texas.
No, it seems like every story we're trying to validate something that's completely common sense.
Yeah.
Every story in the United States of America right now, there's one side that's like, it makes way more sense that we should have done this. And then there's one side of the story, it's like, well, then they're trying to justify the wrong moves. And, you can't go make a move on someone in a classroom without 42 police officers that are coming in from an hour away. And
That's
the
with
governor.
almost every topic. You're right.
It's
called politics.
Yeah, but if you're a shooter in an elementary school, in my opinion, you have lost your rights for me to care about how I infringe you if I'm coming in to stop it.
If there's a soccer mom flying into the school with a spatula and a knife, you let her go.
Right.
It's like your kid is in that room down there. Go.
Uh-huh.
Go. Bye. Don't forget to write. Kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just the
laws
haunting issue, the haunting picture in my mind was that big fat police officer that literally that some father was trying to run into the thing. And when I saw that, I was like, what the are you doing? There's a dude in there taking guys out left and right, 19 to be exact.
Taking out children.
I mean, it's war at that point. It's mom and dad war.
Damn right.
Yeah, put that effort into the guy. Tackle the guy.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, everything has a left and right issue. Did you guys put touch today on the Stephen Colbert crew?
We're going to get to it. It was our next topic.
It's another issue.
Did you see the
left
Eric
and right
video?
Yes, I did.
We're going to reset that at the top of the hour in about 5 minutes as well.
Double pump a shotgun. You're the new senator for the United State of Missouri. I love it. Okay.
It's 2022. A lot doesn't make sense. You know what? We've got 5 minutes. Let's touch on it right now. Stephen Colbert finally broke his silence on his staffer's capital arrest. Did you guys see this?
I tried to stomach it. I took Pepto-Bismol and
he called it
Rolaids.
first-degree puppetry. Give me first of all, he is. Oh, I'm really trying to bite my tongue.
You guys, what did he say? I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch his show to see if he
jokingly
did.
called it that.
He's an idiot. He literally is an idiot.
Well, he's getting trounced by Gutfeld at night. And so, right, he's trying to make himself
have
his
a better
crew
show.
was in the Capitol unauthorized. They should be charged with every bit the same.
Right?
The same.
They got kicked out of the committee
Yes,
hearings
went back
and then
in.
went back in. So, I mean, that's just.
He tried to downplay it because it would be very embarrassing for him, but he's never really taken responsibility for a lot. He finally admitted that they went in, and he's trying to write this off as if it's no big deal, as if something bad happened to his staff. He said that the Capitol Police were just doing their job. My staff was doing their job. Everyone was professional. Everyone was calm. My staffers were detained, processed, and released. A very unpleasant experience for my staff.
Yes.
Oh, we're sorry.
As he's the
You
one.
knew exactly what you were doing when you sent them there in the first place.
Damn right he did.
I wish we had audio. I wish we had the ability to pull audio fast on
Or-
this show.
We do. Which audio?
On this show.
His monologue?
Because, 2 years ago, January 7th, not 6th, he does this monologue about how going into the Capitol building unauthorized is one of the darkest days in American history. Unauthorized access to the Capitol as one committee, or as they were trying to validate the election. You know what they were doing that day? They were having a hearing about January 6th. That could have been the same damn charge, trying to obstruct a procedure, whatever the charge was. They literally could have the exact same charges that they're bitching about.
Yeah, exactly. And what would have happened if something would have happened and those 6 or whatever were unaccounted for in the end?
Oh, look behind you.
You know?
Just by like that. We always have a news program on in this station. And they have Stephen Colbert as he's behind Vic Faust talking about his little incident. I would have loved to have seen how he played it off and how he's going to basically just, this is nothing to see here.
That's what he did last
I know.
night.
I wish I
watched
would have
some of
seen
it this morning. His monologue is online. It's just like, basically, it was an unpleasant experience. Hey, nothing to see here. We were doing our job. They're doing our job. He refused to use the word arrested, refused to use the word charged. refused to use the word that his staff was there illegally after everything he said that he has done, that you said he's done, Eric. And we've seen him talk about the January 6th.
Yeah. And, you
insurrection riot,
you
whatever
basically,
word you want to use.
You had one cat at the January 6th insurrection with horns on his head and looked like some kind of Viking or whatever it was. So animated, it's unbelievable. And in this group, you had the insult the comic dog running around the Capitol. This is the most ridiculous.
With a dog on a hat.
Yes!
On a hand.
What? This is not Japan circa 1941. This is not the Nazis. This is not even the redcoats coming in the United States in 1812. This is the comic dog walking around the halls with some Viking.
But
we are ridiculous in this country. We're the dumbest people ever.
But that's Colbert's point. We're nothing like January 6th. We're just shooting video, having a good time.
No, even January 6th isn't like January 6th, is what I'm saying.
I know that.
But
he's trying to use the dog, and hey, we're just staffers. We're nobodies.
But they didn't storm the door. They got let in, right?
Well,
so
I didn't know
different
this.
because
did you hear that Adam Schiff let them back in?
That's what
I
I
didn't
mean.
know that.
Yes,
wow,
that's
the
what
same
I mean.
thing.
So they're getting.
They were doing recon through Adam Schiff.
Yeah,
it's like, guys, the committee room is right down there. I got to go to the bathroom, but it's the committee room's right down there.
Exactly.
Knock yourself out. Have a good time.
John Oswald says, should have sent Eric Greitens in. He would have handled it.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Jay says he also doesn't mention they were knocking on the doors or Republicans either.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, most people that are chiming in right now can't stand Colbert anymore because he started to believe his own stuff didn't stink. He started to become a hard leftist. He forgot about comedy and started talking to one group of people, which happens to many people when they reach a certain level.
You know, the smartest...
It's basically the FU mentality. I'm cooler than everybody, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
The smartest guy on the planet Earth, and this is a very political time back in this day, and you guys can call me old if you want to, Johnny Carson never went over political one way or another. I don't know if he was a Republican. I don't know if he was a Democrat, but he always had Ronald Reagan on. He always had the Democrat on. He just talked to him like they were at a
Jay Leno
barbecue.
was the same way.
He was exactly the same way.
Even David Letterman until the end of his span on television.
No, you always kind of knew
He
where...
was more, but he would still not be like you see today.
Yeah, and then even... who's Howdy Doody? I can never remember his name. What was his name?
Conan O'Brien.
Thank you, Conan O'Brien. He even became political. He was not political in the beginning, but then all of a sudden you started seeing Stephen Colbert out there, and you started seeing Jon Stewart out there, and then left-wing comedy was what ruled the day. Now Colbert and now Kimball, these guys are going to start to see the backlash happening because she's right. Crystal Cooper nailed it. Greg Gutfeld on a cable network comedy show late at night is beating NBC, ABC, and CBS.
Yeah, killing it.
Killing it.
He put up numbers last night. In 2022 so far, they're at 4 billion.
They're growing. They're growing.
Yeah, I would say.
They're growing.
Wish our numbers were 4, what'd you say?
Billion.
Billion?
With a B.
But his show is a political show.
Yes, but they
but they couch it
Yeah,
with
no,
comedy.
they're trying to couch it, but it's a political show on a political network.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do some funny
So
stuff.
it's different. They're not like
I
anything
think it's
else
like this
that's
show.
in that time slot.
I think it's like this show.
You know what?
I think it's very similar
it
to
is.
this.
They copied us.
You know what?
They copied us.
There are things on this show that we say. Hello, Fox News out of New York, if you're listening. There are things in this show that we talk about that are kind of on the sidelines. That every now and then I'll click into Fox News and I'll go, damn, wait a minute, what? We were just talking about that.
That's right.
More. What producer's listening right now?
We make it a point to try to be ahead of the game. Yes, we do.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, we got to take a break. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. When we come back, we'll reset that video if you haven't seen it with Eric Greitens. We'll do it one more time. We'll get your thoughts, your opinions from that standpoint. The one thing Gutfield did say is
Feld. You're driving me nuts.
I know. I think I'm just going to continue to say that because I don't like him. I don't like him. Sorry. He's good, but I don't like him. Anyway, Biden doesn't have the support of national media anymore. We can get into that. So much going on. We'll get back to it. It is The Edge. You can check us out on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. Also, ViperRocks.com. Crystal will have your birthdays. We got your news and sports headlines as well in another hour. The fastest 2 hours of morning talk right after this.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
When it comes to pellet grilling, the true heroes of the hopper savor the process as much as they savor the result. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add bold, smoky wood flavor to any meal. No preservatives or artificial flavors. Kingsford hardwood pellets keep the temperature consistent for an even heat, so you can cook as low and slow as you want. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. Kingsford.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
The Edge Morning Show. Yeah, we know we don't start as early as the other shows because we're a lot smarter. Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper?
And you can get it online. Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. Welcome to the first day of summer on this Tuesday. Summer began at 4:14 in the early morning hours. We are now in the longest days of the year. This will take place over the next several days. Think sunrise about 5:37, sunset 8:30 in the evening. These, again, are the longest days, and 8:30 is the latest sunset that we see in the area. But it's going to feel like summer today. Sunny, hot, and humid. 100 for the high. The record is 103 from 1953. That's safe. Tonight, clear, warm, and humid. 90s for evening plans. 75 for the overnight low. Wednesday, partly sunny, hot, and humid. Just a slight chance of a pop-up thunderstorm. 95 on Wednesday. Thursday, partly sunny. 91 on Thursday, and a little less humid. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. 9:02 is our time. Time for some news and sports headlines. Don't know if you saw this yesterday. I did. A dump truck heading east on the Page extension flipped in the left lane, the fast lane. The incident happened between Harvester Road and Heritage Landing. It had traffic backed up that was heading west all the way back to the bridge. People were trying to get this driver out. They couldn't get him out. Emergency crews had to be around. Literally, the truck was sitting over the top of the median. A dump truck. I have no idea how it happened. It is amazing that this guy lived, but it is something that you think about. It's like, damn, what the hell happened there? How did that even happen? But it did, thankfully. We're told the guy ended up being all right. Another interesting piece of video. If you're going to go rob a store, you need to be aware. Most places have cameras these days. We're talking about burglary suspects, and I encourage you to check out the video at fox2now.com. These guys went in to the Greenscape Gardens at Barrett Station Road. They stole a large safe right in front of a camera. And one of these dumb butts had really long hair. And it almost looked like it was white or blonde. They're going to find these people pretty quick. The store's like, listen, we need help. We weren't ready for this. You know, who thinks of this? Somebody's going to come in and break and steal your safe. The Clean Air Partnership that monitors quality air is urging people to cut down on air pollution by trying to carpool or take the metro. They said the first day of summer was horrible when it came to the air. Some more positive news. Mizzou grad Claire Marie Kubler was named Miss Missouri over the weekend. Yeah, she finished her student teaching during the semester, graduated with a degree in elementary education. She was a Golden Girl at Mizzou, a Tri-Delt, and a Marquette grad. She will now compete for the Miss America crown in December. That's MISS, Miss America. Cardinals lost last night, but no surprise. They were playing a team with an over 500 record. That's when they struggle. The Brewers, they're now a game out of first place. Hopefully, they play 3 pitchers that are not good the next 3 days in Milwaukee. They got to win that. And the Tampa Bay Lightning come back. They win 6-2 last night over the Avalanche. They're down 2-1.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Say it's your birthday.
It's the birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
All right, it is June 21st. It's the last day if you're a Gemini. People born on this date are charismatic and loving, often creating a harmonious atmosphere wherever they may go. They are optimistic, though cautious, and they tend to be protective towards the well-being of their friends and loved ones. Chris Pratt is 43 today, right? Do you remember him as Andy Dwyer on the NBC sitcom Parks and Rec? That's when I first saw him, right?
Yeah.
And then
He was a lot skinnier.
And then he jumps on this big screen bandwagon, right? Jurassic World movies. Love him in Guardians of the Galaxy. And they're coming out with
And
another
he's
one.
a conservative in Hollywood.
He's a he's a Hollywood conservative.
Correct.
Yeah, it still counts.
There's a difference.
Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, he is 40 today. Still second in line for the throne, but I mean, if dad sticks around as long as grandma has, I don't know how that'll go. Did you guys know he's 6'3"?
Who?
Prince William.
He always stands up tall. You're right.
Right?
He does, yeah.
I mean, I just didn't think he was that big, but Juliette Lewis, she's an actress, 49 years old. Do you guys remember her besides Cape Fear? She was in something else.
Yeah. She always plays the weird character.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
She's
I watch
always
it
like
every
playing
Christmas season.
She's kind of playing like the slow kind of. Yeah. She was young in it.
Yeah.
Rusty.
Yep. She was Audrey.
Christmas Vacation.
Yep,
Yeah.
Audrey Griswold. She actually was Academy Award winner and Golden Globe winner for her role in Cape Fear, though. And then musician Ray Davies. He's 79, lead singer and guitarist of the Kinks. They were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1990.
Eric, Kink's most popular song.
You really got me.
Bingo.
And it's also Van Halen's most popular.
Right? We have some athletes. Some people in the sports world. Wade Phillips, football coach, 76 today.
Yes, sir.
He actually just signed a contract as a head coach for the XFL 23 season, but it didn't list which team he's going to be with. But he formerly was Broncos and Bills and Cowboys head coach. Thaddeus Young is an NBA player. He's 35, drafted 12th overall in the 07 draft. He's a power forward with the Toronto Raptors right now. Jamichael Green, also NBA player. He was drafted in 12, played for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and is potentially going to be on OKC this year. It looks like they're trying to tie up that. He's 33. Rick Sutcliffe, that guy is from Independence, Missouri.
He's from Independence?
He is.
Former Cubs pitcher.
Well, he pitched for the Dodgers, the Indians, the Orioles, and the Cardinals. So happy birthday to all of our friends from the Edge family.
Do you know what today is?
It's National Selfie Day.
Just take a selfie and email it to me.
I got an Aussie. background from, we call those selfies. Well, it's not myself, yeah. It's us. And a Aussie.
That's not a selfie. Someone else took that photo.
It was a selfie.
Yeah, selfie.
Selfie. And post.
Looky here. It's showtime, folks.
That's awesome. I love this song. It makes me laugh. Yeah, Eric, come on, you feel it.
No.
But first, let me take a selfie. Unfortunately, this sounds like most of the young ladies that are in high school these days. I'm sorry. I know that's a big generalization. In college.
The art of the selfie is.
Let me get a drink. No, I don't want a drink.
Isn't that the definition of narcissism?
Let me have a shot.
No,
Yes.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
but you don't know the difference anymore.
Yeah.
You're telling me with an old camera, you never turned it around and took pictures of you and your friends?
Never.
You just didn't take it well.
I still to this day hate my.
Because you couldn't see it.
I hate my picture being taken with a passion. I
But
can't
first,
stand
let
it.
me take a selfie.
I cannot
First,
stand
let me
it.
take a selfie.
Yeah.
What are you? We're seeing some of the lines, or at least saying them
I
again.
actually don't know that.
They're fun. I do because I've seen it and heard it so many times.
But yeah, no, I don't think selfies are you got to work the angles, but I think filters are where the problem is, not selfies.
Why? Okay. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I know we'll get serious there in a
Yes,
second.
you do. You
no,
know.
I don't.
Yes, you
I don't.
do.
I don't know.
No, because I've been showing him TikTok after work.
I don't know what catfishing is. I don't know what filtering. I know what filtering is, but I don't understand why people get so upset with it. It's just like a girl putting makeup on, right? Isn't that kind of the? That's not it. I don't know.
No, it is. That's fine. No, catfishing
It's a lot
is faking.
more than makeup, though. A lot more than makeup.
What do you mean, selfie?
So, no, putting filters on.
Oh.
It can, I mean,
Okay, so
totally slim your face
Filters,
down.
Eric, you'll love filters, but they're bad. We shouldn't be using them because it's fake.
Yes. Okay, so back in the day, like if
It's
guys,
like current music compared to the music you like, right?
I don't know,
Come on, I was teeing one up for
I know,
you.
but these girls get so pissed off when they see other girls using the filters. Oh my God!
Oh,
this girl is all filtered up. She doesn't look anything like that. Well,
I
big
don't
deal.
care. I just, if she has to feel better because of that, then that's fine.
You know what we do?
Whatever she wants.
What the kids used to do back in the day before all this TikToking and Instagramming and face this and the other is if you want. So the first social media apps really kind of was MySpace, but the second ones were these dating apps, right? So these guys would go on and they would put their profile pictures together, and they wouldn't put pictures on that were even close to new. It would be like all their old pictures from like the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
And then when the guy would show up to the date, the chick would be like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't pay to be fake. Because eventually someone's going to see your face out in public.
Bingo.
And so just be real.
For those people
right?
on Tinder, and I've never been on Tinder, I have a friend, legitimately on Tinder, said he got tired of seeing a picture that looked nothing like the person show up.
Right. It's so true.
He said, as a matter of fact, more times than not, the picture does not represent the person.
Crazy. I mean, but you can do a lot with makeup too, and
Yes,
not
you can.
and not look like yourself.
One wipe with a makeup remover, and that face is in the trash.
There's makeup out there that covers tattoos. So think about blemishes. I mean, she could take off that foundation layer and just be pimpled face all over, and you wouldn't know.
Permission to say something outrageous?
Sure.
Okay. Guys are cool if a chick can make herself up badass with makeup and not look so good without the makeup.
Really?
Yes, because a guy knows that he can, when they go out in public and they go do something, that girl is still somewhere in the mix. The girl that's all made up with makeup.
What do you mean in the mix?
That a few brushes here and a few eyeliners here and a few lipsticks there, that chick is somewhere always close.
That's
but the selfie filters, no. No, the glowing aura around them with the little I don't know, the unicorns flying all over the place. No, they're not. That's false. That's
I'll show you
not
after
reality.
the show. I made a funny TikTok that I lip sync, but it basically is like, I hate all these people with all these filters. Like, joke's on you.
Yes.
I don't even use filters. And then I take a drink out of a coffee mug that's white, and you see the lips and the eyelashes on the coffee mug.
I don't
do
use a
have
filter,
on.
but then you take a drink and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
she's using a filter.
Yeah. And the best place still to this day to meet people is the supermarket. Because
What?
Because good-looking chicks go to the supermarket, good-looking guys go to the supermarket. You can talk about the broccoli in front of you,
Time
and
out.
boom,
Have
before
you
you know it,
ever
you're
met
married.
somebody you didn't know at a grocery store and something?
No, but I'm
Okay.
just saying that everyone. But that was the hidden secret back in the day.
Has
Don't
anybody-
go to a bar because they're drunk and you don't know the real. But you'll know the real person because you can look in their cart and say, "Oh, look, this is a athlete," or "Oh my God, too many Oreos in there," or whatever. And then you can look at them and say, "Man, they're really attractive walking around this supermarket,
A grocery store.
grocery
really?
store."
So now you're telling me I got to worry about the grocery store?
Sure.
What about getting picked up on at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Jamie says dogs go to the supermarket too. Cindy said, "Oh, women are desperate to meet people." What?
I'm just trying to give you some life lessons.
I
here,
don't know
Crystal
anybody
Cooper.
that's met at the grocery
I do.
store
I do.
that had some sort of relationship.
I do.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
Can
I just
ask-
never heard of it.
Can I ask you guys a question I've always wondered? So, does the lipstick really bother you? Like red lipstick? If she has red lipstick on her, you
good
gonna let her kiss all over you,
question.
or you're not?
Yes, I'm.
What do you? What's the context?
Like I was just always wondered if a girl that wears like bright red lipstick that'll rub off, would you kiss her to get it on you, or is it like once she puts the lipstick on, like
That's up
done
to the
for
girl.
night?
That's up to the girl.
Okay.
That's up to the girl. That red stuff is way too harsh for me. It looks like it's out of place.
Don't most women wear less lipstick now than they did like 10 years ago?
I would think so. Yeah, probably more.
I can't recall seeing
Gloss.
tons of like thick caked on red
Yeah.
lipstick.
The sound effect.
Do you wear red
It is
lipstick?
radio.
I don't know.
Yeah, it pops out of your face too much.
Yeah. No,
It's,
I
it's
I
an
just
optical
don't-
illusion.
I don't wear a lot anyway, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Guys, the best. It is
partially
summer.
because I'm lazy.
Today's the first day of summer, official first day of summer. And we have a list of the best places to go. Americans' number one place to go on vacation. What do you think it is?
It has to be Del Mar. I almost said Del Mar Gardens. I'm sorry.
It's really fun over there, huh?
No. Sandestin. Sandestin.
It is Mexico.
Oh, pretty cool.
And number one overall, it says Mexico is by far the most popular travel destinations in 2022. And then every state has at least some interest in Mexico as a vacation destination. Number one in the States, New Mexico. What? Number two, Alaska.
Yeah.
Really?
It's hard to get there.
Number three, Hawaii.
And that's even harder to get to.
I've been to Hawaii. Number four, Idaho.
Idaho.
Number five, Wyoming. 6, Oregon. 7, Montana. I'm seeing a trend here.
Yeah, that's where all the beautiful national parks are. That's like Grand Tetons. That's Yellowstone. That's
Okay, I
Glacier National Park.
don't believe the last two on the list. This is a fake poll.
Okay.
Oklahoma and West Virginia. Why in the hell would you be going to those two states?
Well, West Virginia. Well, I could see West Virginia, the East Coast. It's a hub of funness out there. There's a lot of things you can do. The best place for most people's vacation brain, in my opinion, help me if I'm wrong, where's there a beach where you can put your feet in the sand, and where's a margarita? Anything away from that, I think, is a false poll, because I think people, they do like to escape to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And forever and a day, St. Louisans thought of Pensacola as their sister city, Sandestin, Florida, that area. You could drive right to the beach. It would take you about 10 hours, and boom, you're in some seedy little motel, but you're at the beach.
Right.
Remember when that's what St. Louis used to do?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, did you know that Destin, Florida, was actually created by people from St. Louis, Missouri? Did you know that?
I didn't know that,
Yeah,
but I
back in
totally
the 1800s.
believe that.
I will look it up and give you more. But yeah, I was at a tour one place, and they said that Destin, Florida, was a bunch of St. Louisans
Yeah,
went down
because
to the beach.
everybody still goes to Destin from St. Louis,
They sure
which
do.
makes sense.
Was Colorado on that list?
Destin, I'm sure Colorado. You know what? Each state has its own favorites.
Oh, I
too.
got you.
It got
Okay.
very complicated, so I got out. I
No,
was
you're
like,
fine.
we're going to do some very bad radio.
Because I would think Colorado would have beat out West Virginia or Oklahoma.
Besides, I saw a better poll that we have because Eric was talking about grocery stores where he thinks that's the best place. Is it the best place for a man to meet a woman or a woman to meet a man, or both, in your opinion?
I think both. It's just the mechanism of having good lighting, not a rushed environment, and you see people who they really are. And everybody has to go to the grocery store. Everyone.
Yeah, but what grocery store? You know?
Well, that's a good point. The one over in Frontenac is going to be a lot different than the one in South County.
True.
As far as the talent goes.
Are you
What?
also looking? Are you looking in there to see if maybe she's got kids by what she's buying?
I didn't even think about that. Good job, Crystal Cooper.
She's got like a pack of Gushers
Yeah,
and some
but
Fruit Loops. You're like,
you could
That's
meet
a problem.
anybody at any time and it worked. Because I even know, I couldn't believe, I know 2 couples that have gotten married after meeting on Tinder. But I know many more
Yeah, but
relationships
they're going to
that were
get divorced.
disaster.
They'll get divorced.
Exactly.
yeah. I met my husband in school. I feel like that's a pretty common thing, right? But
Yeah.
I was the
Yeah, that's
student and
common.
he was the teacher, so that's not as common.
Wait a second. You shouldn't have just said that.
Well, he wasn't my teacher. We
Okay.
both went to a
Thank you
broadcasting
for
school.
thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, we both went to a broadcasting school, and I was on the radio side, and he was on the television side, and he had already gone through the school and was teaching. And so I would walk past his classroom to go to where I was, but he wasn't my teacher.
Eric, a full list has been made to help a 19-year-old. This list was made by Americans to help kids who are learning how to grocery shop.
Yes.
A list put together. Number 8 on the list, check the price per ounce label below each product. You'll find the cheapest version of things.
Mm-hmm.
If your veggies sit and rot half the time, there's no shame in buying frozen. Some stuff is better fresh, though. A separate trip to Trader Joe's is worth it. This poll sponsored by Trader Joe's.
Yeah, right.
They've got a lot of I'm not a Trader Joe's guy. I haven't been there. Maybe I'm missing out. They've got a lot of pre-made things and frozen stuff you can't base a meal around, or that you can base a meal around. Plan your meals for the week. It saves you money and you waste less food. I do try to do that. The expensive brand name stuff tends to be at eye level. Oh, generic brands are on lower shelves. Sometimes generic is just as good.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that because I know a guy who works in the butcher department at a grocery store around here.
Oh, and what does he say?
And their chicken comes on the same truck as the Purdue truck. Comes from the same place. But it's just marked different. It's marked under the grocery store name and it's a different price. But it comes on the Purdue truck.
So it's the same chicken at a different price, but it's not Purdue. But it's
I
not the
doubt
Purdue name.
Purdue's making 2 pickups. You know?
I'm so bougie that my mom used to get the bags of cereal, the generics, and I would be like, I can't eat that. And it was exactly the same thing.
I believe you. It totally makes sense.
I want the one with the pirate on the front, Mom.
You were drinking. You're drinking Mountain Dew, not Mountain Lightning, right?
Or Vess.
Make sure you have a rewards card. It can easily save you $20 to $30 a trip, or use the Upside Down app. We had somebody talking on the show about the Upside Down app. Pick a protein like chicken or pork, steak, and make it at the start of the week. It's easier than making a main course every night. Then just add various sides and veggies.
I can't do leftovers,
No,
so that's a no-go.
I'm terrible.
Oh my God! You
That's
guys
a
don't-
no-go.
Terrible
Neither one
with
of you can do
leftovers.
leftover the next day.
Pizza's the only leftover I can do, and it can be moldy, and I will eat it still. I don't care.
No.
But anything else, no.
I make risotto. I'll eat risotto the next day. That's still okay.
Man,
Heat that back up or roll it in some panko and fry some arancini balls. Yep.
She's right. Okay. That's right. Anything Italian I can do leftovers.
with your sriracha.
Yeah.
Ew, no, not on risotto.
And number one list for 19-year-olds to learn from adults
Here we go.
who have many years of grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Use a list. Don't go down every aisle. It will cut down on impulse purchases and times. Don't go to the store hungry, or you will buy much more than you need.
These are good advice points. I like
That's why I said the other day I make my list in the route that I walk the store, so I don't have to turn around and go back.
Remember, really?
I do. I mean, you
Wow.
start off going to the right. You go to your produce. I'll get all your fresh stuff. Then you go swing by the deli, and then you're by like the meats, and then you can start going up and down the aisles.
Wait a minute, so you go around the outside first?
Yeah, I always get the fresh stuff first. And then if they don't have something fresh, then I know I can grab it.
I guarantee most people, unless you have a specific item, you're doing the same route that you normally do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
And then you get really effed up if you go to another store and it's different.
Yeah. Even the same chain can have their things.
Every time I go to Walmart, it's Groundhog's Day. It's like they did the same damn thing yesterday. It's I've worn out a path at Walmart. I have.
Jay Sanders, another interesting thing, or Jay Saunders, the same company who makes Ziploc bags makes the Walmart and Dollar General brand, but it costs less.
Oh, wait a minute.
And they can be
Wait a
expensive.
minute. Walmart, listen to me. Get close to your radio, Walmart employees and managers. Do something about your damn bags.
They suck.
I've never seen. Actually,
What do you mean?
it's like a.
Wait a minute. What kind of bags?
It's a work of art how thin they make their bags. You can put a
I can't believe you're talking about this.
What do you
can
mean,
put
the plastic bags?
Yes, the
Oh.
ones at the end of the line. When you put a toothbrush in there and it goes the wrong way, it rips right through it.
Do they offer you paper or plastic there?
No, I do my own checkout. I'm a pro. So when I go to the checkout and I put in there anything that has some hardness to it, immediate rip. An immediate rip in your garage.
Or that's pointy.
Yes.
Last week.
Would an orange go through?
Yes.
Heck
Last
yeah.
week I went to Walmart on Highway K. I put a little bitty tub of sour cream.
Here we go.
Got outside.
Here we go.
Going through my cart, putting the bags in the car.
Preach. Preach.
Lift the bag up that has the sour cream in it. Get lifted up with one finger, and it fell through the bag and busted open on the ground. I was pissed off.
Try
Okay,
and
and
a
that's
bottle
a-
of Bailey's over here.
And that's a busy ass place. Did you go back in?
Yeah, I went back in.
Could you imagine if
And
that was a
did they-
gallon of milk?
Did you have to buy it again, or did you show them? Or
No, I showed them, and they actually gave me another tub of sour cream.
wow, so something's going on at Walmart with the bags.
Walmart, you are Walmart. You are not Target.
Right.
Make your bags better.
Yeah, but it's less expensive than Target.
Not my problem. We pay you. We just paid you $400 for $100 worth of groceries. Get better bags.
We're getting some
I'm
good
bagging
info
it myself,
here.
right?
Cindy
Yeah.
says the same chicken from the same plant, just
what I
marked with the store brands, as Crystal was saying.
Yeah. I know.
Damn.
And so
the Ziploc bags got me too because I used
me
those when I
too.
was packing lunches.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
was-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ah.
So do you use self-checkout, Vic?
It all depends on how fast.
How big
I mean,
your
here's the
order?
thing. I used to think about doing it, but then I listened to Chris. Chris made a great point. Chris goes, "Do I work at Schnucks or Dierberg's? Do I look like I work here?
Right.
Am I going in to bag my own groceries?" Woo! And I was like, "Oh, I like that. As long as you don't mind standing in line for a while, because now if you go to the grocery store, you know every line isn't put with people anymore. You may have one or two lines unless it's a Sunday and it's packed."
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that the computers are taking humans' jobs.
That's there's something else coming with that though too.
You know? And I got to tell you, Eric, I took the family to the casino. I had a relative in that was in the military.
Like
or
your
is
daughter?
in the military.
You took the family on like a
took the
casino
family,
trip?
Went to
That just sounds
went to Amerisports to eat.
Yep.
And some damn robot pulls up to the
Oh
table.
yeah, we did a story on it.
Are you serious? You
That
got
robot-
the robot?
That robot is useless.
Wait, was Caitlin with you?
Yeah, she was with me.
But you
I'll
think
tell
it
you
was
what,
cool?
I would love to know the amount of money that Ameristar Casino spent on
Oh,
that robot.
thousands.
Oh,
We did a story, and it was a positive slant about how it's consistent and working, and how they love it.
Until
there.
they have to push it in the back because it would just screwed up.
right. Brought out. Well, I can't blame it on the robot. They put the wrong food on the robot.
Oh.
Came to the wrong
Yeah, I
table.
still need the human
and,
touch.
And the robots probably don't move as fast as the humans do either.
I tell you what, they're pretty damn fast.
Oh, really? You got to
They're
have the
pretty
experience.
fast.
Until someone gets drunk in there and pushes the thing over.
Or pours a beer over it. Yes. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We got to take a quick break. Oh, Jay Saunders, Ziploc bags made in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Oh, how
Very,
about that?
very interesting. All right, it's a fun day. It's a Tuesday. We'll continue when we come back. We'll reset that Eric Greitens video. You have to see it if you haven't. Get your thoughts on that. Anything else you want to talk about, let us know. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox. I'm loving this grocery store stuff and learning.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff.
I think
Fascinating.
Walmart can have a dating app. I'll meet you at the broccoli at 3 o'clock.
Eric, you may be onto something. You got a creative mind.
I know.
You come up with a lot
Go
of
on.
creative ideas.
Keep talking.
That may be something.
I don't know. I think I'd upgrade
seems-
your store.
Yeah, it'd be like a whole food.
You mean you wouldn't want to meet your date at Walmart, Chris?
I mean, like, if that's the grocery store you're picking,
Hey.
Eric, then that's you. But I'm
You do
just saying.
you do Schnucks, bougie girl. Go ahead, bougie girl.
Hey, don't sleep on Walmart women. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah. I'll meet you at Dierberg's. I'm kind of more Walmart, actually.
Right.
We'll be back with more Edge right after this.
I love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Wentzville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan-favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cash Back Match. Now to recap and say cash back one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Yo, 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 welcome back to the show. Look at that view from East St. Louis, looking at downtown St. Louis.
Look at the drug deals. They look so nice in this time of the day.
Eric,
so many people out there.
Eric,
Oh, look at
there's
the
nobody
hookers.
there anymore.
The hookers, they have the red makeup. You're right. They don't look so bad. East St. Louis, right?
Stop it. That
They
is
came
a
from
beautiful.
stages.
That is.
They're
that is
still straggling around 20 years later.
Oh my God.
That is beautiful, though. No clouds in the sky.
That is a beautiful shot. That's as pretty as you're
Did
going
you
to see.
say beautiful shot?
No pun intended.
Never mind.
With some salt and lime on the side.
Oh my God. Or pow pow. I think Eric was talking.
Yeah. With a 9mm.
Trying to
Eric
change it up.
Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust from Fox 2. Before we reset the Greitens stuff, what did you see with Elon Musk? Did the Twitter deal go through? Is that what came down a little bit earlier? I thought it was.
Yeah, good question.
We all kind of knew it was going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw that Twitter's board approved it, going to market at $54.20 a share.
You're correct.
Am I okay?
Say it again.
The Twitter board unanimously recommends that Musk's takeover bid be accepted, and it's at $54.20 a share.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, Chris. Nice job.
He'll lose his ass.
So that would be $44 billion acquisition.
Okay, much lower than initially. What was it? $54 billion his first offer.
Yes, $53 billion.
$53 billion.
Now it's down to 44.
Yes.
And he's basically going to shelve the whole company. He's just going to shelve it. It's like a record label going and buying an album so that there's no competition.
But
and they
why
do
would
that
he,
all the
but
time.
why would he shelve it?
Because it's a worthless piece of garbage.
And he just doesn't like it? Why would you spend $44 billion just to shelve it?
I think he'll give it the old college try. He'll try to make it freedom of speech. I don't think he's just going to have fun with it. This is his toy. This is a cat in a fur ball. That's what this is. Because he's launching stuff into space with SpaceX. He's got a real challenge with the Tesla people over there. This is just his weekend project, I think. That's just my opinion. But it is freedom of speech issue, and it is important. And to blow $44 billion on something that will maybe bring the country a little closer together, I think is a worthwhile investment for him.
Now we'll see.
He can monetize this. See, the problem with Twitter is there's no way to monetize it. It's literally nobody.
If anybody could, that's a great point. If anybody could find a way to monetize it, it would be Musk.
Exactly. Yeah. He's going into these places and he's basically telling his employees, shut the hell up. I'm not dealing with the wokes. He's firing people in his own companies about if you do this woke crap, you're gone.
We need you to find a way to monetize news on the web.
Yeah.
Something. So if you have an idea, let me know.
News on the web.
We got to find a way to monetize that.
Well,
too.
Today, Twitter or TikTok, I guess some audio piece, and I'm unsourced. I just looked at a Chiron behind Vic, but it says TikTok is listening to everything you do if you download the app. So there's like
the whole China thing that Trump said.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Right, which is literally a national security problem.
Wow.
They have hundreds of millions of ears in the United States right now.
It's a Chinese company.
Chinese company. Chinese company.
And it is the fastest growing platform right now.
Right. And they're trying to outlaw it. They're trying when I say they, it's the United States government's trying to outlaw this thing.
Thank you, Eric.
But they don't know how. They don't know how. But yeah, national security problem with all these things. Man, there's something to be said, and I'm guilty sometimes. Get away from damn social media. Do yourself except for this show.
I was just gonna say, Eric.
Except for this show.
Well, we're not really what he means.
Right.
I mean, we're on terrestrial radio, but most of the people listen to us on the stream or they listen on Facebook. But get away from social media. Do yourself a favor. Take your brain off of Facebook because it's hurtful. And I think that Elon Musk, if he either wants to get 1 billion people on Twitter or 100 million people off of Twitter, because I think that's the kind of guy he is.
Well, his biological son is making some news on TikTok. His biological son he transitioned, Crystal, or in the process of transitioning to a transgender person?
I believe that he's trying to make it official as of right now. So he's filing for a name, or the transgender child is filing for a name change because they don't want to be tied at all with their dad. So changing the last name, changing the first name, changing gender, everything, new birth certificate. So
Why does he hate Elon so much?
I haven't found that part out, but apparently it must be pretty bad, right?
It's easy because he's a kid, first of all. Second of all, his dad is the face of conservatism popping up out of nowhere. And his dad...
That makes sense.
And his dad is probably, like we say, he's probably got Asperger's and can't relate to an 18-year-old kid, you know? I mean, there's all kinds of stupid reasons why he doesn't want his dad to be a part of his life, maybe.
I wonder if dad's still there supporting financially.
That's the thing.
I'm sure.
That's how I look at these things.
There's that helicopter in the backyard.
Helicopters, Chris. He's got a rocket.
Yeah, he's got a rocket.
Literally, his own rocket.
You want to go to the moon? Right. I can make that happen. Settle down.
Right.
It is an interesting story that you saw, Crystal, because I had recently seen his son on TikTok ripping his dad, disowning his dad, and I'm like, what is this fake? And sure enough, it's not. This because he was making TikTok videos, ripping him up.
Yeah.
Robert Peterbaugh says, firstborn goes to the hive.
I was the firstborn.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so Xavier Alexander Musk is asking to have gender change from male to female, registered as a new name. The new name will be Vivian Jenna Wilson, taking the mother's last name.
What was the real name before that?
Xavier.
Xavier Alexander.
To
and
Vivian?
To Vivian Jenna.
Oh, boy.
Well, there's
And
still a
the
V,
mom divorced
Xavier.
Musk in 08. So I don't know how long the son has not been.
Oh, so mom, they were married.
They got divorced in 08. So, that's a lot of years. If
But
they
he
were
was
just with
he
mom.
was already a billionaire in 08 though too. So there was a lot of money that was given to ex-wife.
If you wanted a case study on money can't buy you happiness, this would be it. Because he probably doesn't see Elon that much. He probably has access to the debit card.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a worthless life for me. I'm done. You can keep your money. I'm out. If that doesn't prove money doesn't buy you happiness, nothing will.
But he has money.
Yeah,
from
what's
the
he
ex-wife.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know.
I
mean,
guarantee he has a ton of money.
I think he
because-
works at Walmart.
Yeah, right.
making the bags.
Yeah, it needs to get better with the bags.
Right.
Oh gosh. Well, we promised you guys oh my gosh. I'll talk about the message again a little bit later. We promised you we'd reset this Eric Greitens thing. Eric, you weren't here when we did it.
No.
Wanted your opinion on this.
Woo!
You heard about this yesterday.
Yeah.
What blew my mind is even gun-loving, gun-toting NRA supporter Dana Loesch was all over Greitens for this ad, promoting Eric Schmidt publicly all over Twitter yesterday because of this campaign ad that Eric Greitens has put together. Now, I haven't seen it on local television. I don't know if anybody else has.
I did.
Here it was running yesterday.
I was on a conference call and I look up and there's Greitens with a shotgun,
Oh,
looking
man.
like he's in some Western movie.
Okay.
And then at the end of I'm just kind of remembering there was a tactical unit, and I thought it was an Army tactical unit. And I thought, how in the hell did Greitens get an Army tactical unit to be part of his?
No, they look real. They don't look like actors.
I know. I was like, are those actors?
No, they don't even move like. Here it is. Here's the ad that's getting so much controversy. And then we'll talk about why he put this ad out.
I'm Eric Greitens, Navy SEAL, and today we're going rhino hunting. The rhino feeds on corruption and is marked by the stripes of cowardice. Join the MAGA crew. Get a rhino hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
Eric Greitens' ad. It's not an AR-15 in his hand. That looks like a rifle.
It is. It's a shotgun.
He's shotgun because he goes.
Yeah.
He put that ad out yesterday. Somebody had to tell him it was a good ad. A lot of comments and questions we get is, why would he do this? It doesn't make any sense with the timing. He's leading the race. It's an extremely controversial ad, no doubt about it. What does he gain by doing this? Are there really the people out there that are on the fence, want to see somebody who's more about this?
Okay.
But he's getting reamed from every side you can imagine.
Okay.
And Eric Schmidt's camp couldn't be any happier.
I think I get it, though. I think I have to. You have got to start from this point. Greitens is a controversial character already.
Right.
He has got to do something to shake it up, to show. First of all, he's going for that Trump endorsement. He said MAGA in his ad.
That's for Trump. That's what I said. This
Okay.
seems like it was all for Trump.
No doubt. He's going all theater. That's also for Trump. He's going for gun owners. That's for Missouri. He's going for tactical. He has tactical guys in there. That's going for St. Louis and Kansas City, who have cities that are dilapidated. That's what he's doing. That whole knock the door down goes against Mayor Tashara Jones's order to not have knocked the door down kind of warrant seizures.
Okay.
So, and this also says nothing about his indiscretions with his ex-wife.
Well, yeah,
so
yeah.
So all of a sudden, what we're talking about today, Dana Loesch, is we're talking about a cat that's a MAGA guy that has no problem showing a shotgun in an ad that's directed directly at MAGA farmers in the middle of the country, because whoever wins the primary is the next senator of the state.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can
US
see what
senator.
Dana Loesch is saying, but there are a lot of rhinos. As a matter of fact, the seat that's up is a rhino's seat.
Yes.
So, is this a bad choice of advertising?
Could be.
Roy Blunt
I don't
voted
know.
for the latest gun, even though many Democrats feel it's not enough. He's voting. Roy Blunt voted for the latest gun control package. That's the seat that's going to be open. The only thing, okay, Pete, first time I've heard somebody say it's not that bad. It's not really that serious. From Pete, that's the first time I've heard anything online or on Facebook today stating that it's not. Eric, before you got here, the way I looked at it, the polling that we did had a situation where Eric Greitens voters, the people who support him are that they're the strongest for him.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. The people who hate him are the strong. They hate him.
Yep.
They would never consider. But then you've got at least 20% of the vote that's still out there.
Yep.
Something or somebody told him this is what's going to reach those people in Missouri.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't have done this ad.
Yeah.
Which could be a whole nother issue.
The thinking Republican will always go to Eric Schmidt, right? The thinking Republican will probably be watching Fox News. He'll understand what Eric Schmidt is doing at the border. He'll understand the lawsuits that he's throwing at Sam Page. They'll understand what he's trying to do for school CRT in the state of Missouri. So the thinking Republican, the guy that knows how to put a spreadsheet together to do the X's, the pros and cons, will look at Eric Schmidt and go, that seems like a no-brainer to me. The ones who are in the MAGA camp, the guys that are way more into the Trump extremism, I don't want to, that's the wrong word. I didn't mean to use that word, but the Trump camp who is, that wants to get stuff done will look at Greitens and go, this is our guy. He's ex-governor. Maybe they think he was taken out by a Democratic DA, whatever it is. Women apparently like Greitens. Who knew? Who knew?
The surprise factor.
Exactly.
The reason he is leading is because of women.
Yes.
According to our innocent
It's
Fox 2
unbelievable.
polling.
It really is unbelievable. So this comes down to, in my opinion, again, it's just my opinion, how many debates can these two guys have on a stage together on a bar stool? Just talking it out. Right?
Yeah.
That's where this comes down to. I think that a debate in this situation is the most important thing for the state of Missouri.
I don't think Eric Greitens is going to do a debate, though.
Good point. It
It's
doesn't
an
look
issue.
like Sam Page wants to do a damn debate.
Well, here's the thing. It's not just Eric. It's both Erics. And I know personally.
Really?
Yes.
But why?
I'm just there's reasons out there for both not to do it. I feel they should be doing, and I've talked to both camps about doing this.
I'm not going to make
Because
an
if it happens, it's happening on Fox 2. And I've been involved with the players. We're hopeful.
Trust me,
but it's going to take both of them, and there are a lot of factors at play on whether it would happen or not.
I'm making no excuses for Sam Page.
Vic,
you can believe that.
Oh, exactly.
For Sam Page. I'm
Yes.
making no excuses for Sam Page.
No.
But he is in the hot seat.
It's
So I can
not-
understand what he's saying. Well, I'm already here. I don't
No,
really need
Jane has committed publicly.
I know, but he's in the seat.
Neither Greitens or Schmidt have committed publicly.
That's my point.
Only the
That's
other.
my point.
Dude,
Only
I think-
Hartzler and Long have committed.
Again, I know that I'm not in the television side of media. I get it. But if I was, and I was the GM of any of our local stations, I would be like, there is a debate for U.S. Senate, and it's going to be on X date. And I'm going to put 2 damn chairs up there. I'm going to light them really nice. There's going to be nice makeup girls over to the sides, and you're going to look all pretty. So it's going to be nice and cool in here. Whoever shows the hell up is going to be on my television station. If no one shows up, the next day we're going to report it. The next day we're going to report that no one showed up for the St. Louis debate. Because I feel like if you want to run for any office in the United States of America, dog catcher, there should be a debate somewhere to let people understand who the hell you are.
Who you are, right.
And if Sam Page doesn't show up for a debate against someone who wants his damn job gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
It is my professional opinion, after seeing the whole situation, he's not going to do a debate.
Who?
Then he should
Sam
be.
Page.
Then he should be disqualified.
Because
he should be
because-
disqualified.
and this is an opinion. This part, this is fact. Jane Duker asked him at a county meeting directly, and he wouldn't answer. So maybe you like that, maybe you don't. But I can also tell you this: it's what they should do. But incumbents have no reason to do debates when it comes to the
Right.
like Eric Greitens.
Yeah.
I promise you, his people were telling him, "Don't do a debate. You're leading." But then this ad comes out, and And unless, and maybe everybody has it wrong, but Eric Greitens. And Eric, maybe you're hitting a point in Missouri that many of the people who came out yesterday are not, like your Dana Leshes of the world, who love
Dana
guns.
Lash is half rhino. Don't kid yourself. She's a Republican.
And is that because she's getting paid to be a rhino?
No, because she interfaces with them. You know, she can be on her radio show and say, you know what? Mitch McConnell's not a bad guy. Mitch is trying to do this, that, and the other. So I don't think Dana Lash, she's the organizer of the Tea Party.
Well, she flat out came out and said yesterday, you need to be, this is another reason why you need to be voting for Eric Schmidt, not Eric Greitens.
I just hate to lose Eric Schmidt as an attorney general.
Well, that's a good
You're
point.
being selfish for the state.
I am.
Yeah, the bench is so deep in the Republican Party that you have to know who these people are to vote for them, right? And I think that it's our local television stations that get the message out.
And we do from a political standpoint.
And I would be a hard no, and I think it would help your
Fox, too.
ratings. I think it would help your ratings. It's like a Tuesday night at 7:00. It's a 2-hour debate. You guys could literally have cameras on empty stools and just go, this is what you guys are paying for, Missouri or St. Louis.
There was a thought that if somebody didn't show up at a debate, you would leave an empty chair with their name tag.
Hell yeah.
Boom. Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think they owe it to us.
I can't disclose everything, but once again,
what kind of a statement does that say?
Neither
Exactly.
Eric committed to a debate.
Then two empty chairs. You know what you do?
Damn.
You get who are the other two? Vicky Hartzler.
You can't have a debate with two people.
If Vicky Hartzler shows up, and then you got what's his name, the other guy.
You can't have a debate with number 3 and number 4.
Oh, who says they're number 3 and 4 just because the polls say they're number 3 and 4? They are sitting members of Congress.
Yeah, but good point. But every polling for the last year has that.
It's like if you don't want what 4-string quarterback came out of nowhere to win
as my friend just said,
to win the Super Bowl.
We won it. There's no reason from a political standpoint for Greitens to debate since he's leading, or the incumbent, as I said, Sam Page. There just isn't.
That's not Fox's problem. That's their
Greitens
problem.
Is not leading by
6%.
Right.
It's time for our media to get nuts.
It's just
to be
frustrating
Rambo.
because you have to do an interview for practically every other job, right?
It's time for our media to get medieval.
Why aren't they forced to do an interview for us?
It's time for
We're bringing you out.
It's time
in
for
front of.
Yes.
We're gonna put you in the guillotine until you tell us the truth.
It's time for our general managers at 2, 4, and 5 to become just crazed.
Our general manager is trying.
Yes, I need to talk to them immediately.
You
Give me
gotta
a
have
number.
both
I
sides
like it.
playing, though,
Give me a
right?
number. I'm not a
What an
producer.
idea, though. That's a good idea.
Dude, I would have
put
that.
the two
I would
chairs. And
yes.
if you don't show up, it's got your name.
I would
on
have a fogger.
That
I would
is
have
amazing.
I would have strobe lights. I would have, and at the end of it, I would have pyros.
You would. You just want Platinum Rock Legends in the
And
background.
then Will would jump out with his funnel at the end. and whatever way his funnel pointed was the winner.
There you go.
My God. We got to take a quick break. Eric Johnson, Chris and I, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Thomas. We'll be back with more funnels.
Good morning. Morning. Good morning, and a special good morning to you this morning.
Be informed.
Well, who is it?
The Edge Morning Show.
Come on down to St. Louis Hemp Company in St. Peters, where you can get all of your CBD needs, as well as many other euphoric cannabinoid-based products. From topicals to edibles and drinks, St. Louis Hemp Company has what you need, and new products are coming in all the time. You can get your medical marijuana card in store. Come on in to St. Louis Hemp Company, just off I-70 at Salt Lick Road by Deerbergs, and get your hemp together. Check out St. Louis Hemp Company on Facebook for more info and map.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, and your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner, just for Locke's clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locke's Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then, in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Guys, welcome back as we say hello and goodbye again. Happy Tuesday. Have a great day. Appreciate you jumping in. Eric's going to come up with a way to monetize local news on the web and get all the candidates to commit for debates for the U.S. Senate seat and Sam Page to debate.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You know, it would be
Jane
it would be helpful, and we have a good audience here. If our people on Facebook started demanding it, if our people on Facebook started putting posts out, and Nick Schroer, because I know he would get in the ring. He ain't no puss. He would get in there.
Well, yeah, but he's running for.
I don't care who he's running for. He
Running
would get
for
in the
a state Senate seat.
Yeah, and
this is a U.S. Senate.
Okay, you say, and I love them all. I'd love to talk to all these Republicans. We need to do a campaign, Crystal Cooper. Maybe you can arrange it.
Okay.
You're going to show up for these debates, and you're going to talk about these issues. And if you don't, you're on Team Puss.
Well,
do you want to be on Team Puss, or do you want to be a contender?
I mean, I think it should be required. I don't understand. Like I said earlier.
I think so too.
You interview for everything else.
Especially
Interview for
Sam
this.
Page. I'm done.
Eric
I need a
Johnson.
coffee.
Eric Johnson, Chris Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We'll wear some pink tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pink?
Pink for Chris.
I like pink.
Nice.
Talk to everybody tomorrow. Enjoy
Bye.
your day today.